Dr. Sella here, and this was a big play in the 2000s and the 90s for Paul Johnson, but as the years went on, it was run less and less and less by Paul Johnson, especially by Army, Navy. They really don't run it that much anymore. It's the counter option. The counter option was off the old trap option, or off the trap. So what happens is the receiver takes 3 steps up if you go counter option right, he takes 3 steps up the field, and he'll get in front of the safety with his left knee, left hand, 4-inch northbound steps. The A-back does the same thing he does at mid-triple. He's going to hammer step, big wide 90-degree step. He takes 235-degree steps like he's running triple left, and then the 4th step, he commits his belly button to the line of scrimmage, takes 3 steps at 45 degrees, and traps the corner. Helmet to the left, right forearm through him, drives him out of bounds. Backside receiver cuts off the corner, so he sprints to the goalpost. The line, what happens is, now they block it just like triple, but the difference is there's no, the backside guard can't help the center, so the center's got to base to 0. That's problem number 1 right there. So the center's got to snap the ball base to 0. Good luck with that. And then what happens is they block it just like triple, so the guard and the tackle have the mic to the free safety, so the tackle will outside release, and one will take the mic, one will take the safety. The backside tackle is going to scoop the B gap. Remember, the gap starts at the center. So there's 2 ways they did it in the past. They either had the B back fake the dive, and then he would block the first threat off the center, or they'd have the tackle full scoop the gap. Obviously, the former worked better than the latter. But nevertheless, the tackle would sprint his belly button through the hip of the B-back. The B-back would have to block the first threat right there. So obviously, if they popped a backer through, that was rough. So that's a second issue with the concept. And then what happens is the quarterback jumps in the left A-gap, faking triple to the left. B-back comes tight through the ball and has to pick up that threat. Then the quarterback commits his belly button to the line of scrimmage, goes down the line, and he would turn up off the guard's block and score. Now we're going to get to this. This is the major reason why it failed. The guard has to log number 1. So the guard has to log number 1. Now keep in mind, the whole reason why you're running the play basically is this guy would flow that way on triple to take the B back. What they've learned over the years is the will doesn't really matter much on triple, because if the B back picks the right path, you don't really have to worry about the will. You'll never have to block him. But nevertheless, what happened is this guy would be the quarterback player. So he would have to log number 1, because if he kicked him, he'd have to turn it up and run up inside. At that point, it's not really a good play. And then it was a 2-way option against number 2. So those 3 reasons are why they don't run a counter option. I mean, I see them run it once in a while, but it's not a big play. And the longer you do this, the more you learn that it really doesn't help you. You need a lot of cooperation by the defense, and honestly, you need some pretty good players. So that's why counter option failed. Talk soon.